Good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? Good morning. Hope that woke you guys up. So today we're gonna pray and meditate in silence. We don't have any background music, and that's because this is more of a serious matter. So I want everybody to come down from earth for the next 2 minutes. Take your deep breaths, straighten your back, clear your thoughts. I'm just going to talk a little bit as y'all continue taking y'all deep breaths. But it is now 11:04, so grand rising, rich rising. I hope everyone got enough sleep. It definitely makes a difference to start your day and tackling whatever it is you got to get done. Get your tea, coffee, whatever it is that you need, preferably tea, especially with this COVID crisis going on. I really don't like calling his name or entertaining the thought, but that's the subject for today, COVID, and how it's affecting our communities, how it's affecting the students. As my friend Mr. Alex said, it's affecting the students majorly big time, because you got to think about the students that was already behind, and now they're further behind, and then the students that was ahead or on point, now they're behind, and it's just becoming a lot harder, especially for single parents, because now you got moms who have children at home and now cannot really go to work, or now you're left to really finding out a babysitter situation for your child. And I totally understand. I understand that all too well. It's just this COVID is really making it difficult for everyone. Everyone. Like I said, the students, the single parents, the elders. It's just a very scary time. It really is. But I feel like it's only scary when you aren't as aware as to how these variants work. And I'm talking about way before this coronavirus, even pneumonia. Because honestly, I feel like that's what COVID is. It's just bad cases of pneumonia. And then depending on what you already have going on with your body, that's, going to be the dictation of your experience. But what are y'all thoughts on COVID and how it's affecting our communities? How is it affecting y'all? Because I want to say all throughout last year and the year before last, I want to say I was telling myself, like, I'm not affected by it. It's not affecting me. I'm good. Like, everything that I'm going through, I was going through already. So what is COVID going to do? But because it's affecting everyone around me, it is now affecting me. It's affecting me and affecting me. For those who know the difference between the two. But affecting is more so off the emotion side. I believe that I battled depression. I was very unenthused. I was uninspired. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay in the house. I wasn't sure whether to really entertain the thought of COVID or whatever the case may be. But like I say, call it what you want. It's the same. I feel like it's the same disease that's already been out there, which is pneumonia. And pneumonia is an antibacterial virus, but COVID isn't. COVID is genetically engineered. So COVID isn't a virus that was created from bacteria. So that's why they can't kill it with antibiotics. It is a man-made, lab-made variant that I believe that they intertwine with the strand pneumonia or whatever other strands that they have out there, and they let it do what it do pretty much. And that's why majority of the symptoms are pneumonia-like. But I believe that the part that they modified is like the Kill Bill part. It's like I said, I feel like they playing with these viruses and just combining them and everything, seeing what it does to different people. And I just hate the fact that my grandmother, well, we all fell victim of it, but my grandmother definitely caught the short end of the stick. But it was definitely a wake-up call. And maybe that's what it is for everyone in their family. Maybe it's a wake-up call. Maybe it's a call for you guys to forgive each other and make up and let things go that serve you no more. Like, honestly, I believe that it's a lot more to it than just a virus. And it also, I feel like since this COVID, it's also made people want to take better care of themselves. I feel like this has been the most safest time to eat out in public. This is the cleanest I've ever seen anybody, if you ask me. And I'm not trying to be racist or biased, but you even got your Caucasians washing their hands before they leave out the barracks. Ever been. But the time when motherfuckers, excuse my language, but the time when people are sneezing and not covering their mouth, their nose. Like I said, people using the bathroom, not washing their hands before they leave. You mean to tell me that we didn't have a crisis and an uproar then with germs and bacteria and viruses then? I mean, I feel like leading up to this, it should have been different stuff kind of pertaining to the spread of germs before this huge outbreak of COVID, acting like we got to be 6 feet apart, because it was other viruses out there way before COVID that I feel like were way more contagious and way more dangerous to a person's immune system when came in contact with. But to each his own. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. This is, like I said, I'm a reader. I read. So these things that I read up on. I'm just, but like I said, I had 2 new guests that was coming on the show. One had something important to do. That's what happens when you are early bird catching a worm. You get up and you put in that work. So much love to you. I'm pretty sure your heart is with us. You really want to come. But anybody that want to, just bring clarity to what's going on, because what's going on over here doesn't mean that the same thing that's going on over there. My opinion as far as how COVID is and has affected our communities, say for instance with the elders. Like I said, a lot of the elders now that is collecting the SSI check and disability, they are the baby boomers. And as I stated before, the baby boomer was known as the century where people had the most children. They had the most kids within that time. So if the baby boomers are now in their 60s, going into their 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, if the baby boomers there, that means that majority of them are collecting those checks. Everybody knows government don't like take care of nobody. They're going to find their way out of doing what they're supposed to do for the people, regardless, even if they elders and can't even do for themselves. And I really feel like it's messed up and it's very greedy. And it be things like this when I think about, and I just be like, Lord, please come on, hurry up, because it's very unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. It's very unnecessary how they're going about, retrieving organs that they need, whatever transplants that they need, whatever amount of money that they need, because no amount of money will ever make you, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make you happy. It may change your situation temporarily, but it's not going to make you happy. It's not going to buy you more time on this earth. It's really not. Look at all these music artists passing away that got mad dough. They got mad dough. They can afford to go to different countries. They can afford to get away from all the gangs. They can afford to get away from all the people that they feel like has been holding them back. But what do? They go right back to the hood and try to stunt, or right around amongst that crowd and trying to stunt. So that's why I say no amount of money is going to save you or buy you more time on this earth. It's what you do with that money and your mentality behind it. Your mentality. But anyway, man, I pray that all my family, friends, and supporters are out here staying safe. Really staying prepared. Like I said, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that's a big saying in boxing. You stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that's facts. That applies to everyday life skills. You stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Honestly and truthfully. I really believe that. Even with the COVID, you stay ready, you get ready. And, you don't have to be spiritual to understand the standpoint, but I'm a realist and I'm going to be real and I can't help but be myself. To be honest with y'all, that COVID or any other sickness and disease ain't nothing but spirits. It's nothing but legions. And the more power we give it by calling its name and giving it all this power, that's what's going to prolong this, because it's going to become a time where we're going to look back and it's going to be like none of this happened. We're just going to, only thing we're going to be able to remember for real is all the people we lost due to this. All the people we lost all due to the greediness of others. But anyway, like if you stay prayed up and you don't have to be holier than thou. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say you don't have to or you have to, but you don't have to read the Bible every day like everybody's relationship with the Most High is different. But my thing is have some form of relationship outside of just praying when things going wrong. Have a healthy relationship when things are going right or things are just going. As long as it's going, you alive, you kicking it with a sound mind. That's all enough to praise him. That's more than enough to praise him and to spend some time with him every day. Like we all have to do better with spending time with the Most High. There is no need to worry about tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, whatever it is that's coming up. And hear me out. When I say these things, I'm not only just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself also. A lot of times these things apply to me. So, I tend to worry about tomorrow and later on down the line because, like I said, as a single mother, we are wired that way. But I'm learning as I grow. But like I said, you stay prayed up. And once these legions do enter your family or inside of you, when you stay prayed up and when you are praying or whatever, you're making it very uncomfortable for them to use you and your body as a host. Like I said, these COVID-19 variants, like I said, they're nothing but legions. They just find a different host and pretty much it feed off of fear. It's feeding off of fear. So I feel like the more afraid you are, I'm not saying it has anything to do with your faith, but if you're not wrapped too tight with your faith, it's going to be easy for a disease to live in you. It's going to be easy for a disease to grow inside of you. It's going to be easy because guess what? Your mind is entertaining that thought. Now your body is entertaining that thought. Like you got women out here who, I'm just going to give you an example. You have women out here who, can have sex and think that they're pregnant and they'll have all the symptoms of a pregnancy. They would have all the, not all, but, morning sickness, hungry, feeling heavy, whatever. And just to find out, 2-3 weeks later that they're not pregnant, but they had all the symptoms. You want to know why? Because they told their body, they told their mind that they was pregnant and their body started to follow and believe those thoughts. So I say to you guys today is to be careful with what you're thinking, especially when it comes to this coronavirus. Stop giving it so much power because when the head falls, the body leads. So, when the enemy gets a hold of your mind, your body's going to follow. And that's with anything, not just diseases, relationships, even when it comes to pushing yourself in the gym. Like when you kill the head, the body follows. So stay blessed up, man. I love y'all. And I'll be going live on a video and a few with the friends. So stay tuned.